Start. Good morning, all of you. My name is Manish Sharma. Today, I am going to teach you about the biodata, resume, and curriculum vitae. Firstly, I would like to say to all of you, these classes are online, which is organized by the Kanti Group of Colleges. And these classes are very beneficial for all the students, maybe related to BA, B.Sc, or other graduation. And I think all of you attend these classes, and very good for your future. For these classes also a training for freshers when you are completing your graduation. After that, everyone want to apply and getting job. On that time, you have to make your resume and CV. Most of the problem comes before you when you're going to make the resume and CV, and if you don't know how to make the particular CV and resume, and differences between the biodata, resume, and CV. Here I am tell what is the difference. Firstly, biodata, resume, and CV. Firstly, about the tell about the biodata. In old time, most of the persons use the biodata. Biodata, you know what is the things that personal detail. In biodata, we mention the personal details. Personal detail means the name, mother's name, father's name, date of birth, and marital status, email ID, and your address, where are you belong from. Is all the details about yourself is called the biodata, means your personal details. Is the old format which was were the follow last times, but in this time, resume, most of the phrases follow that in professional manners. It is a one page resume. After completing your graduation, you need to make this for getting a good job. Firstly, if you are going to make your resume, then some points you have to remember that. And if you are going to make CV, then on the time of making the CV, you have to remember some points which the points which have to mention there. The differences between your resume and CV. CV is one pages format, and CV about the CV, two or three pages. But resume is only one page, because if you are a fresher, then you have no experience. On that time, if you are a fresher, then first the point which I have to mention there, that is a career objective. Suppose that you are going to make resume, these points you have to follow in resume. That is a career objective and educational qualification. Career objective. In career objective, you have to mention what is the aim of life and what are you going to do in future. And educational qualification, what you have done in this time. And technical skill, what you have in this time, means computer, related to computer, related to any skill you have to mention the technical skill. And the area of interest. If you are a very efficient in communication skill, then you have to mention area of interest. Particular, maybe you are good in any subject, then you have to mention there. Suppose that you are submitted the resume for a job, then applicant and interviewer know you have good knowledge about the area of interest, then such kind of question regarding the your interested subject maybe rises. Then you know very well about your interest, then that kind of job, most of the chances you can get that job. And about last, you have to mention personal details. In personal detail, you have mentioned all the things as in biodata. You have to mention there personal details, mobile number, your address. After that, completing this information, you have to declare that the all the information, whatever you have mentioned there, is true and correct, of best your knowledge. That is a complete of resume. And last, you have mention as your sincerely your name and date here. Now comes on the CV curriculum detail. You are watching here 2 to 3 pages. Why requires? Because CV required more experience. After you are doing jobs, many jobs you are changing time to time, and you have a lot of experience. After completing the experience, suppose that you are applying in another company, you are switching first company and you are going to attend another company, another firm, another job, then you are going to make CV and submit that. In this CV you have to mention, first I have mentioned there experience is, if you are very good experienced man, then you have to make CV. Then firstly you have to mention career objective. After that, whole experience mention you have to, means in which firm you are doing and what was the designation of that particular firm. After that, you have to mention educational qualification and technical skills. What the skills you have? Maybe you are a good communicator, you have writing skill, you have communication skill, you are very punctual, you are a team leader. Such kind of things make you different with others. That CB technical is very technical part and skill very important to getting your job. Then skill very play crucial role in the CV. And after that you have to mention personal detail. Personal detail all same information about you and your address details, mobile number, email ID also. Last, after completing the all things, you have to mention declaration. Means all the information what is given by you is true and correct based your knowledge. That is the basic difference between biodata, resume, and CV. In summarize, we all the say a biodata is a short form about only your personal detail, and a resume for freshers, used for fresher students, and CV use experienced persons. That basic difference is that if you are going to make the CV or resume. After that, importance आपको clear होने के बाद after we come how to make especially this kind of resume, especially because you are a student and in this time you are needed to make resume. So I am going to again to make a good resume and very good manner. Here we all of you know about the resume and CV, and I am going to make a good resume. If you are going to make a resume, there are lot of the formats you will find from the Google. Also you can search there and you can find many types of resume formats, but it depends on you which kind of resume you want to follow. And here I'm going to tell how to make your resume for fresher students. Then you have to in formats that A4 page you have, you have to mention in a top all about information, means name and your email ID, mobile number, and you can mention also your address. No need to address mention, but these things is very necessary: name, email ID, and mobile number. Top, at top of the A4 size page. Because if the interviewer or any person if getting their resume, then name, email ID, and mobile number will be very correct way. Because there is a lot of resume, and one of the if anyone want to contact you, then easily can find out from the top. And after that, your career objective. On the time of making resume, one thing very clear: don't try to copy from the internet, because if you are mention the any sentences, if you don't know what is the meaning of that, then interviewer maybe rise the question from your resume. So that try to use a very easy language and comfortable manner. What do you know very well? Then career objective you have to mention my aim of life, become a good communicator, good means about you, if you are agriculture engineer or you are a technical doctor, any kind of the person if you want, then you have to mention your aim of life, means that is a career objective in a short way. And the second point for fresher on the time of making resume, then your qualification, meaning you have to क्वालिफिकेशन आपको मेंशन करना है. क्वालिफिकेशन मींस आप what have you completed your degree or exam. If you are qualified, that first column you have to make the degree and examination and the name of institute from you have completed that, means. And this order you have to follow the decreasing order, means you have graduate, then B.Sc you have completed, after that 12th and 10th, means these the qualification you have completed. And name of the institute you have to mention there, second column, means B.Sc from this institute you have completed 12th and 10th. After that you have to mention here, means board, which board you have completed that degree or 12th and 10th, and what is the percentage you have to mention here, means degree, examination, institute and board, and percentage of the your marks. That is a qualification. After career you have to mention the qualification. After the completing the qualification, we are coming on the technical skills. Next point is technical skills. Technical skill which is good for student, and for you are going to applying particular jobs, you have to clear in your mind such kind of skill help you getting jobs, means communication skill. Or you are a good efficient in a computer course, means I have knowledge computer have a good knowledge and leadership quality. Such kind of things make you mention here computer, leadership and all the things which make your skills, that can help you skill, that is for jobs. That the application of the job. After these things you can come on the point which is your strength and strength means what, you are a well in particular the skills, means you are a creative person. Suppose that you are creative, means what, you are doing some new projects time to time, you are a good creative man and innovative. Innovative character means you are a good student fresher, but you have good ability to create new things and time to time initiate new projects. Innovative, these kind of the characters and helps you the strength for getting a good job. After that you can mention your area of interest. Area of interest particular, maybe in subject, maybe is that your topic related to subject. Suppose that you are a fresher and on that time you have no more experience, and interest, area of interest verify that the particular knowledge, good knowledge about the particular that subject, the interviewer try to ask in related to subject, because if you are going to participate in any interview, you know don't know what the question will be raised from the interviewer. On that time you will be a good for you, because you have mentioned there your interest. Then most of the chances here the interviewer will ask the question from your interest, then a good chance for you to get that job particular. Then you have to mention your subject or other things, you are good knowledge about that particular things. After the area of interest, completing that, we are coming on the personal details. Actually, here I have mentioned in the starting name, email ID, and mobile number. But here the personal details they are mentioned the basically the address, your address is corresponding address. Maybe the interview you are selecting in interview, then corresponding in your call letter if sending the person, then particular your information the person is you have to mention here address, and also you can mention your email ID, mobile number also in here. But name, father's name, and personal all details what was the told before in biodata you have to mention here. After the completing your personal details, you have to declare declaration. Declaration show that the all the things whatever you have mentioned above is true and correct, good your knowledge. The all about the I have completed this resume. And after the you are going in many companies, in many private sector, maybe our government, then you have to time change and update your resume. And good knowledge about what kind of the company or what kind of job you are going to submit that particular resume or CV. So we have to good knowledge about the resume because we are freshers. And after that we have good knowledge also for CV. I told you before the differences about the resume and CV before, and I'm going to tell in explained way CV also. As before, I told you that your CV may be 2 or 3 pages, because if you are going to make the CV, then you are well qualified and well experienced, because then many times after many years doing the job, maybe good experience, then 2 to 3 pages you have to make the CV. It depends and requirement, what is your requirement of the CV, you have to make that. In top bottom your details mean name, your name, email ID, and mobile number you have to mention there. After that your career objective, you have to mention. After that means what is your aim. Suppose that any person selected your CV, then first your aim attractive should be very attractive and very clear that, and the email ID and mobile number at the top of the your CV. After the aim, mention your aim, and you have to mention your experiences where you have completed your before jobs, means last experiences, then in which firm up, which company, you have completed your job, and designation, name of the company first, and the designation, what was the designation particular that company, and from timing, time period, means you have started your job in 2018 and completed in 2000. Such kind of index you have to make here in experiences with types of company or before the job whatever where you are doing there, and what was the designation and the post you mention here. After that you have to mention time period, means you have working here 2008 to 1000. After completing the experiences, you have to come on the skills. In these skills, you have to mention that you have a good knowledge about the particular job you have applied for. That means suppose that you are a good leadership quality. Leadership. Leadership means suppose that any project given by particular your manager or your company members, then you are a good leader to complete and leading quality you have complete the project within time, and leadership quality you have, that you have to mention in skill. Then leadership quality, and second is teamwork. Second skill is that teamwork. You can mention the teamwork. Teamwork means you have ability to work in a team. Most of the persons don't want to like in a team. If suppose that any product, anything you are going to complete that project, maybe any organization, any project you have to complete it, then you have to work in team. So that is second quality of team work. And after that, third things you can mention your skills. Communication is completed here. Thank you class. I have completed here this session. कंप्लीट हो गया, बंद अभी चालू है क्या? Okay, sorry for interruption. This after the these skills we have completed here, and after skill you have to next point comes to in CV, means your achievements. You can here mention your achievements before. Suppose that in last company you got your prize or a good uh, admired by your administration, then you have to mention here in last time what was kind of the progress achieved by you. Then you have to mention the achievement. By achievement it shows that you have good quality of the presentation. And after achievement, then you have to personal details and declaration. These kind of functions I told you before, that personal details you have to mention about your corresponding address, and the declaration you have to mention that all the information which is given by you is correct. So that is all about the CV. Here I have completed this session about the good knowledge about the biodata and CV and resume. For fresher, you have to follow the resume, and after good experience, you have to attend the CV. Good session I completed today. This class is organized by Kanti Group of Colleges. Online classes good for a student, and best of luck for the student who are preparing for the exam. Thank you. Thanks, class. हाँ? अरे लड़के घूम रहे थे, कम से कम बैठते तो थोड़ा सा फोकस होता है, वैसे क्या था माइंड इस पे जाता है सबके लिए, इसलिए मैं काम
और ये सर जो अभी आपने बताया सीटी का बायोडाटा का और इसका रिज्यूम का,
हाँ
इसका वो जो है अंतर किसी को पता नहीं होगा, इसके दो अंतर भी बताता।
हाँ नहीं बता पाऊंगा सबके लिए, हमने एक कॉमन सोचा था कि सबके लिए होगा, कम से कम घूम रहे हैं, कम से बैठते कुछ तो सीखते। अब ये मान लो एग्जाम इंटरव्यू में भी पूछ सकता है, ये बेसिक चीज है और जानना भी चाहिए।
बहुत छोटी चीजें पूछते ही हैं।
हाँ हमने उतनी सारी चीजें बताई।